it is Tanya and welcome back to the channel. Today I am back with another speed build and we are doing another tiny home today. And this is actually a suggestion that one of you guys left on a video, I think earlier this week. So this is a tiny home intended for a teen mom, a single teen mom. And I know technically there isn't teen pregnancy in the game, but there are mods that enable that, or you can just kind of do some storytelling and say it's a teen, but it's actually a young adult. Oh boy, starting off this voiceover super strong today. But I just thought that was a really fun idea because I never have really furnished a home for like a teenager. So this is furnished for a teenager, but it has space for a teenager and a toddler. So I thought it was a really fun, different way to go ahead and tackle a build. And so I was really excited to do this, and I changed the colors on the outside way too many times. But it does end up being a blue and this like orangey wood color that we have on the exterior now. But it does end up being a lighter blue than I had, and there's a lot of bright colors in this home. It's like super bright and colorful and fun, and it's not very expensive either. I don't think this is a starter home budget. But I don't know off the top of my head how much money you get for 2 Sims. And I also put stuff for a cat in here, so I guess that would be 3 Sims. I'm not sure how much you get, so it might be a starter home budget, because this is like around 24,000 simoleons, so this might be something you can move right into with a Sim who has a toddler and a cat. So that's that. I hope so. I mean, if not, it's very close to having the ability to do so, and I think it would work out well if you were playing a storyline that like they were living at home and they had a baby and then like they left and went to go live on their own for whatever reason. I think this house would work out well for that. So that's just kind of what I was going with for this build, and like I said, it's super colorful, and this is on a small lot. I can't think of what lot this is, but it's on a fairly small lot, and we do have a little bit of outdoor living space. A table and chairs is out in this little fenced-in yard area, as well as a little toddler pool, I believe. I thought about adding other things, but I think I only ended up with the toddler pool in the end because I imagined that the Sim living here doesn't have a whole lot of money, so they can't spoil their kid too much. I was like, ooh, maybe we'll do the slide and leading into the pool. That wouldn't be functional anyway. It would just look cute. But I decided to just keep the pool in the end, and then we just made a little deck area over here, which we put a table and chairs on, so that there would be some place to eat, because they did not have room on the interior to have a table and chairs. We just have a kitchen space and then the living room all in the same area. So there's that. I think we added a desk area though, and I also did play test this build to make sure everything was functional, and everything worked fine. And I don't think I've ever used that swatch of those base game countertops, like that bright blue. I don't think I've ever used it before. So it's kind of cool to use that and not hate it for once. So I like that. I also love that these doors that came with seasons, I believe, which are some of my favorite doors in the game, I pretty much use them in every build, are so cheap. They worked out really well because I was trying to make this look nice and also really colorful, but not make it crazy expensive. I always think it's cool when items are cheaper than you think they're going to be. I do change those windows on the outside at some point though to be the ones from Get Famous instead. And here I am changing to a dark blue color, but we do change it to a lighter blue color. I can't remember if I do that now or I do it later. I think I do it later. But we're just figuring out some windows in here and changing to these Get Famous ones because there's probably some of my favorites. I really love the ones in Strangerville as well. But I feel like for rectangular windows, these might be my favorite. And then those just windows in general, those Strangerville ones are just so gorgeous. I don't know what the terminology for it, but the ones that come to a point at the top and they're round and just beautiful. I love those so much. But we just added another little desk nook in the corner. I did this in a build a week or so ago in that desert tiny home, and I was like, oh my god, it's functional, and it was functional again. So of course I had to use that. But we're just figuring out the little living room space here, and I changed the table a bunch of times, but I believe we went with this one from Get Famous, and we changed the couch out for a different one. I don't remember what couch we grabbed. I feel like it was one of the ones that's kind of like a bench did I use this one? I think I might have used this one because it's super colorful and it looks like something that wouldn't be too expensive. I imagine a lot of the furniture in this home is from IKEA, and a lot of the decorations might not be too mature. Like, we end up having posters in the living room above the TV here, which I quite like, and I don't think I've ever done that before. Like I said, it was just kind of a fun change of pace to decorate a living space intended for a teenager. So I really, really like doing that. And we're just adding a little plant over here. I don't think we add too much clutter over on this kitchen space. I did play test this and it worked fine. However, if you have any issues, you can just delete the clutter off of the surface, because I know sometimes it works fine on my end and then I upload it to the gallery and you guys use it and it doesn't work. I'm not entirely sure why that is if you have move objects on, but if it is an issue, you can just delete that clutter and it'll work absolutely fine. And if you guys would like to download this build, it should be available on the Sims 4 gallery. If you search Gryphi or the hashtag MsGryphi, that information is also down below, and there should be a direct download link as well if I remembered to go ahead and do that. I've been pretty good about that lately. I'm trying to keep that going forward, so you can just click that and download from the online website if you prefer that. We're just adding some more clutter in here. It's so colorful. I also had this little purple room. This is the toddler bedroom, and I made sure it was at least 3x2 wide. That way, in a different orientation, once the kid ages up, you can fit a single bed in here as well. So it's very small, but it will work. And that red shelf that you just saw me place items with, that is a CC item I used to just place things a little bit more precisely. It is linked down below if you guys would like to download it, but no worries, there is no CC in this build. And there never is. I don't use CC in my builds, although I have gotten requests to do it before. I'm not super interested in it, but maybe I would do it like as a one-off video sometime. I'm not entirely sure. It's not really on my to-do list though, because I'm not super interested, because I want to make sure my builds are super accessible, and it's much easier for you guys to download it if there's no CC in it. Plus, like, I don't know, I really like the way the furniture in game looks personally, and a lot of the furniture I feel like is a little bit of a different style, so I'm not too into it. But anyway, this is the mother's bedroom. It has just a single bed. It has like a cutesy bedspread. I imagine this is just the bedspread she had before she moved out on her own, and we're adding all this cat stuff. I imagine they kind of just found a cat and took it in, and this is the only place she had to put stuff for the cat, so the litter box, the food, and everything is all in one corner in her bedroom, which I just thought was kind of cute. And then we also transformed her dresser in here into a changing table for the baby. I thought that was kind of cute, and the only place I would have been able to fit it. But anyway, I think that's pretty much it. Before we go into screenshots, though, I just wanted to let you guys know that this weekend I'm probably going to be offline for most of the weekend. So starting tomorrow, I'm probably not going to be like super active on here, so I apologize if I'm a little bit delayed in replying to anything. This weekend is me and my boyfriend's 4-year anniversary, and so I am taking the weekend off from working on anything and just spending some time with him. I don't know what we're doing yet, but hopefully it'll be a fun time. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up about that. I posted about it on Twitter already, but anyway, that's pretty much it. We are coming to the end of the video. I hope you guys did like this. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and if you click that little bell, turn on notifications so you'll be notified of every single time I upload a new video. And I think that's it. We're just placing a couple last minute decorations out here in a mailbox, because I always forget a mailbox. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all soon. Bye, everybody.